Well, thank you, Chairman Cruz, for holding the hearing today. I want to thank you to all the nominees, your willingness to serve. And I'm going to focus a little bit on Nevada today because, Mr. Bars, Nevada continues to grapple with a significant shortage of safe and accessible truck parking facilities. It's a challenge that directly affects driver safety, increases operational costs for carriers, and disrupts the efficiency of our freight supply chains. While estimates suggest that there's a shortage of 40,000 safe truck parking spaces nationwide, giving Nevada's strategic location as a major transportation corridor for interstate commerce, particularly in southern Nevada. We have the I-15, comes in from all of Southern California onto the trucks that way, and of course northern Nevada along the I-80 coming in from San Francisco. Into the interior. It's particularly critical for our state and for the surrounding region. So, Mr. Bars, can you outline the specific strategies, policies, or funding priorities you would pursue as administrator of PHMSA to help expand this truck parking capacity, improving the safety conditions in Nevada, and it's really going to help our supply chain just move more quickly through the country?
Senator, thank you for the question. Truck parking surely is a necessity, is one that I've been working on for a long period of time throughout my career in the public and private sector. I can tell you that in my state, in Florida, we've made that a top priority, just like I know that is an issue for you in your state, and looking at different ways that we can work with federal highway with funding that goes directly to truck parking, looking at engineering ways to potentially redesigning current locations that are there now.
Smart Park program, would you be interested in using things like that?
We do not use that specifically. We use like truck parking availability, which would be similar to that. So yes, being able to get those notifications out to the truck drivers so they can make informed decisions, so they can plan their trips accordingly and get to a spot for safety.
Thank you. On that note, I want to talk about highway fatalities because Nevada's recently been experiencing a troubling increase in highway fatalities. In 2023, our state recorded an estimated 386 traffic deaths. Terrible. And it makes it the second deadliest year on our roads since 2006. It follows a peak year of 2022 where we had 416 fatalities. Even one is too many. So even more concerning, according to the Nevada Office of Traffic Safety, their data during the first quarter of 2024, Nevada saw nearly 40% more fatal crashes compared to the same period in 2023 with 97 deaths between January and March alone. Like I said, these are tragic losses. They're driven largely by speeding, impaired driving, alarming spike in pedestrian deaths, especially in Las Vegas and Reno. So I'm going to turn to you, Mr. Morrison. Given these trends, what concrete policies, enforcement strategies, public safety programs would you prioritize as administrator to reverse these fatality trends? If they're happening in Nevada, I'm sure they must be happening other places. And specifically, how would you leverage federal programs promoting the deployment of advanced technologies like intelligent speed assistance or automated safety systems? And I would really hope that you would coordinate with our Nevada agencies so we can bring that number down.
Thank you for the question, Senator. It's a fantastic question, and you're right. It's far too many fatalities. And we've seen, particularly since the pandemic, this increased level. I mean, we're trickling downward again.
It's a lot of pressure to get those things delivered.
Absolutely. So I think it's got to be an all of the above approach. I think it truly is a crisis that we're seeing. We're seeing fatalities continued at an elevated rate. We're seeing impaired driving at an elevated rate, speeding at an elevated rate, and we need to double down on what are the known, proven countermeasures. What are innovative approaches that we can take to traffic safety as well? In my testimony, one of the things I hammered home is really a need to coordinate to work, enhance our partnership with the states, including the Nevada Office of Traffic Safety, as well as law enforcement. I think that's another area, is making sure that our laws are actually being enforced.
Will you build on this for our rural communities? Because we have a vast rural highway network. I know the chairman does, so many others do as well. It presents unique safety challenges. Our rural roads have a higher they just have this higher rate of fatalities. And could you talk about maybe specific, how would you might address that safety challenges specific to rural highways like we have in Nevada?
Yeah, it's a disproportionate number, and you see that across the country disproportionately. If you look at population versus the roadway density, it's disproportionate in the rural areas. So it's a combination of law enforcement, messaging, and all of the above approach.
Would you commit to coming back to this committee to talk about some of the new technologies or techniques that you're planning to use? This is an issue that is so important to so many because of the loss of life. To come back to the committee and report on the implementation of such strategies that would help us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.